It's GT versus Punjab, and
We come thrashing straight back to reality after what was an excellent night last night.
oh, for a KKR fan, yes, but for one who was sitting right here, it wasn't a memorable night for him.
It was for all the wrong reasons.
Didn't matter one bit to him.
He's,
Winning, losing, nothing.
yeah, he's that scarred, and that's why he's taken an off today, is it?
I mean, winning, he's not happy.
Ah,
That's
not
why I
happy.
asked him. When they win, you're not happy. Okay, fine. Because you're not happy if you've not won, because you're okay, you're given up hope. That's it. Then losing, you should be slightly
charged up.
upset or in that Zen-like state. Like, doesn't matter, they win, lose, dance, sleep, do whatever.
So I'm confused. Is he a Delhi fan or is he a Punjab Kings fan? Because I would expect that kind of a feeling from a Punjab Kings fan.
Same difference.
But really, Punjab King fans at least celebrate their wins.
Yeah. This guy doesn't do that. And on top of that, Punjab Kings have only gone once to the final. Okay. And Delhi have at least made it twice.
Have they?
Yeah.
Which is the.
The Sunny Singh off spinner, whatever, played.
No, that was qualified too. Okay, once they have made the
qualified
final,
too.
that was
Yeah.
qualified too.
The
Sunny
first game
Gupta.
only they played.
Sunny
Gupta.
Gupta. So they have
They
at
only
least
made one
They,
final.
they no, but they topped the league.
Yeah.
And then
semi-final in
They topped the
2008.
league. I thought Mumbai topped the league in 2020.
no.
Yeah, Nigel Summer 2012.
Sunny Gupta.
Oh yeah, the Sunny Gupta year they topped the league. I remember that. Yeah.
It was Delhi, KKR, CSK, and I forget the
And I
fourth
think they
team.
topped the league that year. They made the
No,
final.
that was MI.
MI
was
topped
the team that year.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because MI defeated Delhi Capitals in qualifier 1. Delhi Capitals had to beat Sunrisers Hyderabad, and then they made it to the final.
Show us the points table of the team.
So IPL, just search IPL 2020 and put table.
That's already there. If you want this time,
No, for 2020.
This time, what
This
we
time what do we
this time
do,
we
right?
know whatever.
Yeah.
I want to know in IPL 22.
Yeah, see, am I?
22 points.
Just one game being the difference, really.
2 points.
yeah, it was. Because DC lost all 4 games to MI that season.
Put that Sunny Gupta season.
2012.
They
12
topped
that
that
was.
year. I remember because KKR, both years that they've won the title, which was 12 and 14, they finished second in the group
Second,
stage.
yeah, they did.
So that was true in 12, it was true in 14 as well.
Yeah.
All you can do is change the season.
No, it's not. For some reason, it's not going beyond 2014. I saw.
Oh.
No, 20. Sorry, 15 or something.
I think KKR was second.
Huh.
DC were top that year.
CSK beat MI in the eliminator in Bangalore, and CSK beat DC in the qualifier
Qualifier
2. Sunny Gupta opening the bowling, 3 overs of 45, Murli Vijay making hay. That's it. Harakiri committed. And who did they bench? Their purple cap winner, Mone
Mone
Morkel.
Morkel, I remember. That's why he was so disappointed he came out of KKR and won a title, no?
Exactly.
All players really, they come to from DC to KKR and they unlock like God mode. Andre Russell,
Andre Russell was there.
Phil Salt.
PWI was Pune Warriors India.
Sara
Yes,
Pune
yes.
Warriors.
And what
yes.
is HDC?
Hyderabad Deccan Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deccan
HDC.
Chargers.
Hyderabad Deccan. There was also Gujarat Giants.
That was 16.
No, that was Gujarat Lions.
Lions.
Gujarat
Lions.
Giants is
Ah,
the
okay.
WPL.
WPL.
Lions.
You had Kochi Tuskers,
For 2
Kerala.
Yeah, the
Kochi
2 seasons team. No, Kochi Tuskers wasn't actually a 2 seasons team. They just became a 1 season team because they didn't meet the bonds payment or whatever.
Yeah, 2011.
The two season teams were Gujarat Lions.
And Rising Pune Super Giant.
First Giants, then just one Giant.
One giant. Yeah.
One big Giant.
And KTK also, Kochi Tuskers, Kerala.
Yeah, but they, like them and Pune Warriors were meant to be long term.
Yeah.
Neither worked out.
Yeah, I think Pune Warriors were there for 3 years.
Yeah, and they were rubbish in all 3 of those years.
Totally.
They sacked Dhoni as captain.
No, that was Rising Pune.
Rising Pune.
No,
16.
2 different teams.
There
No, so
it was
who are you
Aaron
talking
Finch and
about?
Yuvraj
See,
Singh.
Pune Warriors India was owned by Sahara.
Yes.
So Sahara Pune Warriors.
The owned by RPS Group.
Of
correct,
course,
correct.
RPSG, Rising Pune Super Giant. I mean,
That was I think Harsh Goenka was.
no, Sanjeev only was running it.
Really? Or was it Harsh?
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
feeling.
in fact,
RP Sanjeevanka group, the RPSG Super
Yes.
Giants.
Him and I would be
Harsh
very
Goenka?
familiar with that, of all things.
Why?
So, a person who we worked with in a previous organization got into a lot of trouble with the owner because of a certain quote that he only said and then went on to retract. The quote was that Steve Smith is a
and
better
MS
captain than Dhoni.
Yeah.
But I remember that Harsh Goenka was far more active that time. Now he's no more active in IPL.
Yeah.
But I think that may have been a joint team because it's the same family. But I think both families may have come together to have
Yep.
Quite possible.
got that team. Whereas this one, I think, is only the Sanjeev Goenka group.
And also, have to remember that time they knew it was just a 2-year thing. What's the point of pumping in only your own money? This time around, very different because they're seemingly in it for the long haul. And let's be fair, LSG, we may say whatever, but 2 years and 2 playoff runs, very impressive.
Same with GT.
Yeah.
Champion,
And
finalist, and looking good also for another top 4 this time. Also looking at the way how they are slow start, but then they have managed to build momentum. I mean, after winning by 6 runs against Mumbai Indians, horrible defeat to Chennai Super Kings, but then won back the game against SRH.
So, by the way, 2 major injury updates from both teams. One is that there's no David Miller for the Gujarat Titans, so Kane Williamson gets a game. Dear God.
Finally, he gets
And for the Punjab Kings, Siddharth, you get your wish. Sikandar Raza comes in for
Liam Livingston.
But of course, both changes are due to injuries. I remember last game of GT, Miller was definitely struggling with his back.
Yeah.
And that was why, same with Livingston, he came into bat later on.
And also in the field, he hobbled off, and that's why we were wondering whether he was going to bat. So that's why, yeah, big loss for, you may say both, because GT, David Miller not been there. Oof, their lower middle order takes a hit.
So Gujarat Titans have played 2 games at home, won both, so they'll be looking for a hat-trick of wins at home. They've lost a game this season, but that wasn't at home, so it's a happy hunting ground for them playing at home. That's exactly where the game is today. Punjab, on the other hand, also won a game at home, but since then they've been out touring in 2 games that they've played while traveling. They've lost, and this is the 3rd game that they're playing while traveling. So overall, if you see the comfort of the venue, it's clearly in favor of Gujarat. Also, as I said, in a winning spree. We'll have to see how the pitch really behaves, because I remember till now the black soil pitch in Ahmedabad has been a bit tricky, double paced, not great for batting, as it tends to happen during summer months. But I was reading somewhere that for this game they're going to be using the red soil pitch, because they've got both at the Narendra Modi Stadium. So if they are indeed using a red soil pitch for this game, then expect a better batting pitch to
This
come
one actually is
compared
mixed.
to
This is
the
a mixed pitch?
Yeah, but that's the red soil pitch that they call, because it's a mix. So they've
Correct.
typically Ahmedabad is the black soil pitch, but the red soil pitch is the one they've added red soil to the normal soil.
Correct.
So if that is the pitch that they're using, then it is going to be a better pitch to bat on than the kind of pitch that we've got so far in Ahmedabad during this tournament, which is why probably Punjab won the toss, decided to.
Yeah, in fact, this particular strip which they're playing on is pitch number 6. Now, pitch number 6, last year they played 4 matches there. 3 were won by the team chasing. So, really does show, doesn't change at all. If you know the target, it's probably easier just getting the runs rather than setting the runs.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the 11s now closely. Shane's already announced the 2 changes, both forced changes because of injury, but I'm looking at the Punjab team first. Or let's look at the team that's batting first. That's Gujarat now.
Yeah.
So Ridhiman Saha and Shubman Gill, exactly what they've been doing. Sai Sudarshan usually comes in as an impact sub, but because now they're batting first, so obviously he plays. They will of course make that one change with a bowler,
Mohit
as
Sharma.
they have been doing. Mohit, of course, should come in. The rest of the bowling lineup, they got Noor Ahmed last game, so they've stuck with him. The other option could have been, they've got Spencer Johnson, so we've all been waiting for Gujarat to unleash his pace, and because you're getting a red soil pitch today, may have been interesting to look at a bowler, but they'll say why, fix something that's not broken. So
He
why
didn't
really
play the
go
first
away
couple
from-
of games. The last game only, I think they brought in Noor.
Yeah.
So,
And you already got 4 foreigners, so he couldn't have fitted in anyway.
so he wouldn't have been impact sub for sure. But I think they went with this because I think with Rashid Noor together, the middle overs they really can control. Like they can really control.
Exactly. So even Asmat also has done well in the power play for the Gujarat Titans in that sense. So
with the ball.
yeah, really with
More
the ball.
so with the bat.
Swing, he's getting a lot of good swing at Ahmedabad at this point in time, and he's able to control it. That's why Umesh.
The one worry for them has been expensive so far.
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, KKR fan.
Yeah. He bowls to the left, he
Bowls
bowls
to
to
the
the right.
No,
Instead
I
of
love
Mitchell
the guy.
Johnson, it is Umesh Yadav.
I love the guy, but in T20 cricket, does in recent years has tended to be very erratic. Probably the last great season he had would have been 2014. That was
Although you may say in 2018-19, I mean, he was giving regular power play breakthroughs for RCB.
yeah, but then they were making
was
the
going at
mistake.
runs.
No, they were making the mistake of bowling him in the death.
Oh yeah.
That was being their death.
Dhoni will attest to that. 24 runs in the final over.
Correct.
Yes.
So yeah, Umesh is their one concern, but then again, do they have another Indian pacer who they could fit in? There's a Sandeep Warrior. I think that's where really you're missing a Shami. Now imagine Shami and Azmatullah in the power plays. Yeesh. Great stuff.
Correct. But I mean, they could. Gujarat has Sai Kishore. They've given him one game so
Yeah.
far. I think one game he was outstanding.
Yep.
And then got dropped.
Yeah, then got dropped.
CSK vibes in GT.
But yeah, with him, if you bring him in, but then yeah, you'll have to drop one between Rashid and Noor. You bring him in, that's when you can get Spencer Johnson. But I agree. I think Noor did well. And in fact, last season, I was surprised they didn't start with him. I would have started with Noor and Rashid both because seldom it happens that someone outshines Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
And that's what Noor did.
Correct.
He came on late in the season and did even better than Rashid. So yeah, it was tough to have left him on the bench. Afghanistan do it on a consistent basis. Leave him on the bench, and Gujarat's like, we're not going to repeat that mistake. So typically, Afghan flavor that we see with the Gujarat team, it continues.
Three
Omar
Afghan
Zai,
players?
Rashid, Noor. Wow.
Yep. So
Afghan
Afghanistan played their star players less than Gujarat Titans.
In fact, at one time, GT did have also Rahmanullah Gurbaz. Now imagine if he was still there,
Yeah.
he could have been fielding 4 foreign players all from Afghanistan.
And
Madness.
talking about flavors, GT also has the Punjab flavor.
Yep.
So Shubman Gill
Yeah.
playing against his state team
Yeah.
effectively.
Ridhiman Saha, former Punjab Kings.
Ridhiman Saha.
2014.
Made a final, made 100.
100.
Final.
Yes.
Correct. And I saw the Gujarat team jamming to some Punjabi hip hop on social media.
Nehra's Bhangra is unmissable. Man, oh man.
There was Nehra's son who knew the lyrics to some rap song.
Oh yeah. Oh, that
Shimam
was
will know.
that was Nehra's son.
Yeah, the one who was
Oh
singing.
yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
I
that
thought,
was
who's that
Ashish
youngster?
Nehra-
That's
Ashish
Ashish
Nehra's
Nehra's son. Wow.
And he was singing a few lines of that.
Harpreet Brar was singing.
Yes.
Harpreet Brar, yeah.
Oh, by the way, Harpreet Brar is in. He's been. Yeah, was he dropped last game?
No, he was there. He's played every
He's
game.
played every
He's
game.
technically your best bowler in the team.
No, he has been.
Yeah.
He has been.
Yeah.
But now that they've got Sikandar Raza and Harpreet Brar and Rahul Chahar goes into the subs bench.
So he'll probably be the impact sub, I'm guessing.
But imagine playing then 3 spinners in that sense.
Either that or it could be a Vidwat Kavirappa. Pacer.
That's what I'm
Vidwat
saying.
was-
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised Chahar's gone into the subs bench with a Harpreet, and because you've got in a Sikandar Raza,
Yeah.
you would expect to bowl a few overs of him because fast bowling again.
Anyway, you got 3 pacers.
Yeah, Kagiso, Arshdeep, Sam,
Yeah.
And Harshal.
and Harshal.
You
oh,
don't
yeah.
need another pacer.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't
Actually,
need
they
another pacer.
needed another batter. I mean, because your bowling is covered any which way.
Actually, yeah, you're batting and this is your batting first 11. Is ending at number 7. I'm not counting Harshal. Harshal.
No. So this is Punjab's bowling first 11.
Bowling first.
Oh,
No,
they're
Punjab
bowling.
opted
Oh, yeah,
to
they
bowl.
opted to bowl.
That's
my
what I'm
bad.
saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
need
yeah.
to bring in a batter because the bowling is sorted.
Then
no?
they'll probably.
Arshdeep goes out as he has been going out. That's been the one sub that they've been doing here. And
Yeah.
Arshdeep will go out. They'll need to get a.
See, Punjab normally would bring
They
in.
used to be Prab Simran.
But he's in the 11. So
Yes.
that means
So
that they're
Prab
bringing in.
Simran would always Arshdeep and Prab Simran. That was a
two.
swap.
Correct, correct.
Batting you'd get Prab Simran and then.
You could go with a Tanay Tyagarajan.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's a power hitter. He's got an average of 19 if you look at it, but a strike rate well over 140 in that case.
So that is then a big change. The Sikandar Raza coming in means Rahul Chahar is out. Who would have thought that would have happened? I know he's not had great returns.
Oh, yeah.
But start of the season, he would have made first 11 of most experts.
Yeah.
And ours too. But they've lost hope.
Yeah.
3 games, they're saying done.
Yeah, the two, I think, wrist spinners.
Or there might be a left field selection in Ashutosh Sharma because average of 30, strike rate of 197 in T20s.
But you know what? Yeah.
He is a power hitter. And if I may just tell you the teams that he's played for.
But can I tell you who must be not really happy that he had to leave that franchise would be a Shah Rukh Khan, because he's come to Gujarat. There's no way you can fit him in. He's still not got a chance. And Punjab really doesn't have a big hitter. I mean, you're looking at some brand new youngsters. Imagine if Shah Rukh was there, he could then get definitely a chance as a
It's
batter.
a bit unfortunate because the one
Yeah.
thing which I look at their batting and I think it lacks is lower order impetus.
Correct.
That's what Shah Rukh is supposed to be giving you. Unfortunately, PBKS did what PBKS do and lost patience with him.
And Gujarat's not giving him a chance.
Exactly.
Where do they fit him? That's part of the problem. They have a lot of batters. Even GT also, and I know they spent a good chunk of money on him.
Well, if you want, get Shah Rukh Khan and remove Vijay Shankar.
But Vijay Shankar has been one of your better
You are
performers.
saying he's
But
saying that
he's not
He
doing
is
much
saying
with the ball. Vijay Shankar with the ball can be a better asset than with the bat because see, where is he batting?
I am saying, to be honest,
Number 5, Vijay Shankar.
I would play Saha Shubman and Kane 3, Vijay Shankar 4,
And Shah Rukh Khan at 5.
or Azmatullah Omazar at 5 and Shah Rukh at 6. And Tewatia at 7. Whatever. Or Tewatia also at 6, Shah Rukh at 7. Because you lot of teams are bringing that number 7. If the entire team continues to attack, number 7s are coming in, getting about an over or 2 and getting you those
But
30,
somehow,
40.
if you
Who did
look
that?
at it, if you look at Gujarat Titans, like the flexible batting approach that a Sai Sudarshan gives them. He can be an anchor, he can be an aggressor, he can do both.
This year he hasn't shown any.
But yeah, he's not shown
flexibility.
aggression. And now you're going to have Shubman's kind of changed his role.
Yes.
Sai Sudarshan is not being able to bat aggressively. He's getting runs, but more conservatively. Kane Williamson will do more of that. So, I mean, Vijay Shankar has the explosive power, hasn't done it, but okay, I'll still give him that.
Yeah.
But you have now 3 batters. The only ones who will go hammer and tongs, doesn't matter their form or what they are, will be a Ridhiman Saha, a Vijay Shankar. By the way, Omar Zai also is not a very explosive batter.
He's not a rabbit in that
So
sense.
explosive batters, you only have in that sense out of form, all right. Vijay Shankar, Ridhiman Saha, and Rahul Tewatia.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a David Miller, but now he's injured.
out.
He's injured,
And you
So-
replaced him with Kane.
So all the more reason you should have looked at a Shah Rukh today.
Yep.
I could have dropped Sai Sudarshan because a Kane is coming in,
Yeah.
and Sai Sudarshan was playing that anchor role.
Both the same role, yeah.
Or for that matter, again, keep Sai Sudarshan. Don't bring in a Williamson. Go with 3 foreigners. Bring a Shah Rukh Khan.
Yep.
Bring a Shah Rukh Khan. That will allow you then
Yeah.
to look at another when they will be bowling. Look at an overseas bowler and just strengthen that. And as I said, Spencer Johnson could still come in.
Yeah.
Yep.
With an Umesh, let's say Umesh is not having a great day, give him an over and get in a Spencer Johnson.
Plus
They could
a
have done that.
left-handed variant if you want to
By the
look
way,
at
if you
it.
remember when we were making their best 11 pre-season, I remember for Gujarat we used to pick 3 foreigners and say use the 4th as a sub.
Correct.
They could do that with the talent available.
Yep.
Today again, I mean, you could have either Sai Sudarshan goes out, bring in a Shah Rukh, or Kane Williamson goes out, bring in a Shah Rukh. Could have.
But I think what you're seeing now with GT is why there's so much of confusion when it comes to both roles as well as who to play where. The absence of a Hardik Pandya. Again, with Pandya, you were guaranteed 2-3 overs, and he was batting at
Stability
number
at
4.
4 or 5, yeah.
He was always batting at 4, and you knew that the batting order was consistent. It stayed that way. Everyone had a clear defined role. Now, also what it's done is it's impacted the way they use their foreign players.
Yeah.
Because previously they could basically have 2 bowlers and a Rashid Khan as your foreign options. Miller was the only batter. Otherwise, what? It used to be Noor, Rashid, and last year was Joshua Little. More often than not, who used to be the pace bowling option. So now the problem is they are having to kind of recalibrate, bring in some Indian players, and most of them don't really inspire that much confidence. They had a Mavi last year who they paid top dollar for, didn't play a single game. This year, poor guy goes to LSG, gets injured, ruled out for the season.
Yeah.
He has some horrible luck.
Yeah.
But didn't he play 1-2 games
Shiva,
for
can we get Savaz
GT?
also?
I don't recall.
1-2 games.
Maybe
I mean.
1-2 games,
Yeah.
but again, he was bought in for like 7-8 crores and was a bench warmer. I don't know.
But nowadays, you see, if you look at it, 10 crore guys are also willing to warm the bench. I mean, look at Alzari, didn't play the last game. Look at Spencer.
Not willing to. They have been making.
Because Alzari, I mean, his performance is kind of put in there, man.
I mean, GT was great. Now he's facing the Ratan RCB then. Look at it. Spencer Johnson has played only one game. But
Can't see, Shivam, as I'm aging. You know.
oops.
Now can see too much.
Now though I just can't see anything.
Hey.
Okay. Sarak Chandra Yaramarti says, Nikhil sir, can you tell whether reports of rift in Mumbai team are true or false and Rohit leaving Mumbai Indian? Sarak Chandra, I haven't heard of anything like that. None of us have. If we had, we would, report it. I think, yes, Mumbai is not a team in the best mind space. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that. All of us knew that. And it's something we reported even earlier. But I think right now, they're just going through a bad phase. And yes, they are not going to be in the best of spirits with best friends. But I don't think it's even that bad that I want to leave. And it's not reached that stage. Anyway, you know Rohit and the relationship he shares with the team in general and the owners. I think he's in a jolly good space. Surya Kumar Yadav is coming back. Jasprit Bumrah is giving his best on the field, as you can see. Results aren't falling in place, but I think everyone's made peace with the situation. You see, sometime in a working environment, you're like, okay, I will go do my job and do my job to the best of my abilities for the team. Everyone fine. Yeah, you may not be the best of pals or share dinner every night after the game. That's all right. Yeah. That's all right. There are many teams and many players who may not share that, but I don't think it's reached that stage. Anyway, it's not. IPL doesn't have this kind of situation that I'm leaving, whatever. Everyone knows after this, most players are going to go back into the auction pool and
2025. Yeah.
So I know some of those reports that you're talking about are grossly exaggerated. So Ashish Dhar, West Indies players are unhappy with central contracts. BCCI can offer good contracts to likes of Puran, Russell, so they can play for India in T20.
Listen, they get paid way more money than they would in a central contract by being T20 freelancers.
Yeah.
And by the way, that just take the fun away from international games.
Exactly.
I know that they are struggling financially, West Indies and various other things. The fun of international cricket is that, in football you have European superstars who get paid more. Sometimes you get African and South American teams don't get even half or quarter of the kind of money that some of them. But on the given day, play hard. I mean, the biggest story of this FIFA World Cup just gone by was Morocco, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, that's the whole fun of it. Like, a lot of them play club cricket in club football in Europe.
A lot of them were actually born outside.
Yes,
also
but came
Morocco.
to represent their country.
Yep.
Without any lure of money. It was just to represent their country. And that's what made it so much more fun.
And you cannot play for India unless Andre Russell says, "Aaj se tumhara naam Ajit Ram Kumar hai ya Nikhil Puran hai tumhara naam." In that sense,
Nicholas Puran to Indian origin hai.
Yeah.
But that come on.
Yeah. Sunil Narayan is of Indian origin. I mean, you had so many Indian origin players in the West Indies.
But that's silly, when people say Indian origin player and let them play. I think it's silly to do that. Let's not claim everyone.
I know.
Let the system give birth to a player.
Vasudeva Kutumbakam is good on paper, but it's practically impossible.
I think we have enough talented players.
I mean, Rohan Kanai would not have been the Rohan Kanai if he had played for India. West Indies flair was next level in that sense. Same with an Alvin Kalicharan.
Correct. I mean, one of the biggest rivalries in cricket is Australia and England.
Yeah.
All Australians are typically English, right? But but that's what the rivalry is all about. You can't say, "Oh no, we are the same. Forget this rivalry. Let's make one team."
Great Britain indeed, part 2.
Exactly.
Great Britain.
Great Britain.
Can't do that.
Mother country. It was called the mother country, right? Whenever New Zealand or Australia used to tour, they used to call it the mother country.
Yeah, but technically it was.
Yeah,
now you're separate countries. You fight tooth and nail on the field, and that's how it should be.
But then you're part of the same Commonwealth, though. You don't have a national.
The Commonwealth, we are part of.
Yeah. But then we are a republic within the Commonwealth. That's an anomaly. Same like South Africa. Republic within the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
That Sarak Chandra, interesting point. We mentioned that can Shahrukh switch sides for this match? He would be hoping. He definitely would have got a game with Punjab Kings. But not getting a game for Gujarat. But then Punjab let him go. Gujarat got him.
Yep.
He's surplus to their requirement at the moment.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Akash Bharadwaj saying, guys, Mayank Yadav, Mohit, Mukesh, is any of them in that flight for the T20 World Cup?
Out of all of them, see, again, as I said, let's not get overexcited about Mayank Yadav and everyone. Mohit also, as much as he's been very, very good all along, can't have him back into the scheme of things based on IPL or 2 IPLs for that matter. If that was a thought process, you should have got him earlier.
Yeah.
You haven't gone that way, forget it. Mukesh is the only one who's in the scheme of things in the sense he's part of the larger Indian cricket circle. So, if there are injuries and if you like his form, he has a good IPL. Yeah, if he comes in, that wouldn't be a big surprise.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's been a torrid couple of months for Mukesh. I mean, in the test matches, he was absolutely hit all over the park. IPL also, he's not set the stage on fire in 2024.
But not been bad either.
Yeah.
See, he had a good game against CSK, but as I was pointing out to our own Mohit here, that his problem tends to come when someone attacks him.
Yes.
He tends to lose his confidence very quickly.
I mean, baseball, he got baseballed in the test series. He was only Indian
He was
pacer.
baseballed out of the test series.
Yeah.
Didn't play a game after that.
That's why.
Okay, more questions. Varun Parvatani is saying big game for Jitesh. There are a lot of eyes watching Pant coming form and Sanju scoring another big knock could make his place a threat. I agree. Big game for Jitesh, though it should not be like that.
I agree.
You had him and then you're looking. But yeah, big game.
Yeah.
I think next 2-3 games will be big game for all wicketkeepers.
All. Because see, at this moment, Pant has an average of 38 and 158 strike rate in these 4 games that he's played. And Sanju, typical slump that he's having. Jitesh hasn't got that much of game time. That's why he's struggling. Ishan, he's got a better strike rate than Pant, but runs are just 50.
Exactly.
DK is the only one with better average and strike rate.
But again, how many runs?
90 out
Well,
of
he's
4
coming
innings.
in. He's coming in also in that finisher position.
Only guy in that position. No one else.
Him and Jitesh. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, Anshu Mishra says, Nikhil sir, you told yesterday Lara is better than Ponting. But which parameter? Lara is not even 10% of Ponting. 71,
Hundreds.
100
More than 26,000 international runs.
4 World Cup win, 100 test win, Ponting won 4 World Cup. That Ponting was part of a team where, I often tell people, and you should speak to a few Australian players, I think Ponting as a captain was slightly overrated because if me, Siddharth, Shane or Anshu, you had captained that team,
They were
that
still
team would have
world
won.
champions.
That team would have won. Lara, you saw the players that he had around him, right? There was no chance.
No.
And it's very subjective as to who's better. Don't always look at numbers. It's the impact. I'm sure if you were to speak to a lot of people who played around that time without looking at the records, yes, surely there'll be some who'd pick Ricky Ponting, but I'm sure there'll be equal number of people that will pick Lara. So
But that's the thing. I remember, like, if people ask me about that legendary Australian side, I would never pick, if you have to pick purely on a batter, I'd never pick Ricky Ponting as one of those guys I'd want to watch. No,
Yeah.
I'd want to watch a Gilchrist, I'd want to watch a Hayden, I'd go low down the order. In the test matches, the likes of a Damien Martin, those guys were fun to watch. Ponting was a machine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good
again,
plus, yeah.
if you're talking about his captaincy, as you say, one thing I'd learned the hard way about that Australian setup, because I also saw their coach flounder when he was outside of it. People kept talking about Buchanan, this, that.
Yes.
What did you do, Ricky, here? Absolutely nothing.
That's-
Terrible coach.
That team, as I said, you could have been coach, I could have been captain.
Yeah.
That team would have. Give me a Hayden and a Gilchrist. We were talking about World Cups now to open.
Yeah.
Give me a Damien Martin. Give me a Ricky Ponting as a batter. Give me, Shane Warne,
McGrath.
Gillespie. Give me that. I will set
Bevan
the
the World
game plan. You're gonna do nothing. Each of them know their role so well that
You
and
could be a
Andrew
non-playing
Simons I've
captain.
forgotten.
Yeah.
I've forgotten Andrew Simons.
Like,
In
we
Also,
could play Davis
Bevan-
Cup and be non-playing captain.
yeah, exactly.
It didn't matter. You
Yeah.
could have had a literal figurehead as the coach.
But you could
Incredible bunch of talented players all put together.
you could copy Ponting's batting. You could never copy Lara's batting.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Lara was poetry, man. If you
He
saw
must have been a
Lara,
Bharatanatyam dancer in his previous
whatever
generation.
he was, and the way, again, see, it's also the country. I have memories of Ricky Ponting absolutely struggling in Indian conditions against spinners. But I have memory of Brian Lara, one of the best players of spin in the way he would use his feet. Going forward, going back, cutting, pulling. I mean,
Sweep.
It was
Murli,
it was
Murli
just-
was swept out of oblivion.
Exactly, this next level. So just personal choice. I'm not saying that.
Of course, yeah.
Anyway, final question. Mayank Madan is saying, good evening everyone. Question to Nikhil sir. What is your favorite team? I have always said this. My favorite team is INDIA. सिर्फ एक ही नाम सुनाई देता है, India.
One. What is Mayank's?
What is Mayank's team?
LSG.
Oh, you're talking about Acha, Mayank Yadav. This is Mayank Madan. No, I'm liking Mayank Yadav a lot. I'm really liking him. And this season, because I picked LSG to win, but that was basis on my analysis, so I'll back LSG this season. Like one season I backed Gujarat, the first season, and they won. I was backing them. I wore their jersey. So this season I'll back LSG. Also, I was born in Lucknow, I said, so at least some connection. Lucknow Super. So,
Shubham Garg with a rather interesting comment saying that Punjab are probably the most boring side in the IPL.
Ouch.
All their games should be scheduled in the afternoon. Prime time should be reserved for other teams. So a bit
That's
unfair
harsh,
and also not necessarily a possibility, given that you only have those 3:30 games at Sundays now, really,
Sundays,
very
yeah.
few Saturdays. Oh, Akshardeep struck first ball.
I've reviewed it though.
They did, but I think it's either going over. I think it's
I
going
think
over.
also good.
Ah, is
It's
it?
going over because there's extra bounce on this wicket. That's why.
So I think even Punjab Kings have started,
Yeah.
kind of using him in the power plays. Very
Yep.
weird.
Okay, like Sachin Kashyap as an example. Nikhil sir, example, Eric Ten Hag, given the Man City team, he will do wonders, he says.
Yeah.
But can Pep handle Man United?
Listen, no coach in the world at this point can handle Manchester United because it's a Frankenstein team. There's like 2 players from the Van Gaal era, 5 from the Mourinho era, 3 from the Solskjaer era. So, but point well
Anybody
taken,
from the
Sachin.
Ferguson era? No.
Johnny Evans, technically.
But that's their own doing, United.
of course it's their
They
own, right?
spent similar amount of money that City. So where you give coach the credit, Pep had a vision, whatever his vision
Yeah.
might be, and he got players based on his vision and what fit his style of play. In United, you just kept buying
It was
without
vibes.
any vision.
It was vibes.
So then that's the failure of the coaches. I agree, different coaches, but then it's a khichdi you made.
Yeah,
so
right.
GGK says today is Gill Day. He will smack Rabada and Karan. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Predictions?
Okay, go ahead.
This is so. Wait, it's Gujarat.
GT batting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I say they get about 208 and win. I don't have much faith in this Punjab team.
Yep. I go with 185 and GT win.
And GT will?
GT win.
I go 179.
And
175
okay.
and GT win.
GT win.
For PBKS.
Piyush Nandre 184 and PBKS win.
Akash Bhadwar says 195 GT win.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
And as we can see, the review got overturned because.
Of extra bounce. What is Jitesh doing?
Oh, what happened to Jitesh there? He slipped.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
He did. He
But
did.
running in pads not easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ran all the way to the boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
angry with himself.
See you guys. Take care. Bye bye. Mid innings.
See you.